X30 Senior heading out on circuit shortly for their second heat. Let's have a look at their grid. Brandon Matchell has pole position for this one. Caelan Burbage alongside on the front row. Sam Heading, Jordan Brown on row 2. Jack Davis and Thomas Mazzarella are on row number 3. Alex Doddington and Benjamin Southgate start 7th and 8th. Oscar Joyce and Jolie Petit wrap out the top 10. Benjamin Watts and Anki Stenning start on row number 6. Vishal Patel and Matthew Herbert will start from row 7. Joseph Aarons and Alex Johnston have good slots to go forward from row number 8. Lucas Ellingham and Nathan Amos start on row number 9. Oliver Henwood and Alex Moody wrapping out the top 20. Harry Torpey and Thomas Fleming are next up, 21st and 22nd. Daniel Hackett and Archie Forber are next, going down to 24th. Ellis Bourget and Klaus Kuika and James Otto down to 28th there. Curtis Louis and Nick Banner, your top 15 rows. Scott Smith, Roy Johnson, Martin Auger and Joshua Torpey complete the order. So here we go then, X30 Senior for their second heat. Lucas Ellingham won the first heat. Away we go then for the start of this one, 8 minutes plus 1 lap. Through the first couple of corners, a couple of drivers tripping over one another in the midfield there, but it's been a good start there for the number 28 of Brandon Matchell. Sam Heading has held himself at the front of the order, and it looks like just about they got through Christmas corner unscathed. Thomas Mazzarella has had a good start. I think I saw him there up to 3rd place, the number 73 out wide there is the number 26 going for a little bit of rallycross. In fact, recovers that pretty well. That's a tough place to be on lap 1. That was Curtis Louis.
As we have still the 28 leading of Brandon Matchell still leading the way going on to the second lap of the race. Pretty clean start, apart from that one Kart, of course, that left the circuit. We'll see how the race progresses as he is actually losing the lead now to Sam Heading. Sam Heading takes the lead right before the braking zone as the 80 goes over the curb and further contact still with the 21. Really trying everything in the book to get past, and it hasn't worked, I'm afraid. Another move there being made by, was that the 36 perhaps, making that move into the higher positions. So we've got our leader, which is Sam Heading, followed by Brandon Mitchell, followed by Thomas Mazzarella and Jordan Brown. So coincidentally, Sam Heading is heading the field. Isn't that useful for our commentary? So he's starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Now we'll see what kind of time he does. 45.70, which is not the fastest lap of the race. The fastest lap of the race actually held by Alex Johnston in P7. He might be having a real fight through the field. Up to Christmas over the curve, very smooth stuff, and these drivers very experienced, of course. As it's a bit of a late move over the curb in Ashby. I think there's been a change for position, not too sure. Another move being made on the 72 this time of Alex Doddington. So we've got the 80 followed by 21, so it has worked. Jordan Brown has gone past into 3rd place. And we have the 95 now being pushed along by Alex Johnson, who did set the fastest lap of the race last time around, clearly on a bit of a charge on the Kart promotion part.
He is indeed. It's good lead at the moment for Sam Heading. There you see, just confirmed on timing now that Jordan Brown has taken 3rd place, and he's already looking like he's setting up Brandon Matchell for a go at 2nd place. Benjamin Southgate, unfortunately, hasn't had a good lap last time round, down 4 positions to 16th place. Alex Doddington has had problems as well, is down to 24th. Continuing this battle between Brandon Matchell and Jordan Brown. Thomas Mazzarella trying to go with them. Lucas Ellingham's moving his way through the order as well. Is up into the top 10 and also the fastest driver out there on circuit at the moment. It's down the inside. Here comes Jordan Brown. Can he get the block pass done? Yes, he can. That's P2. Nicely done in the final corner. 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go. The gap is 1.82 seconds. Can he work now with Brandon Matchell to close down the leader?
Oh, the 28 having a little bit of a look there. Sam Heading has almost pulled out a lead to 2 seconds, which is quite handy with 4 minutes remaining. We'll see what the pace is of Jordan Brown regarding that, whether he can close that gap up. It's going to be a tough challenge at 2 seconds. That's quite a bit on such a competitive grid.
It is indeed, as down the inside goes Massarella. That's a very nice move, a kind of classic Ozier's overtake there. It's very wide on the entry and does allow opportunities for the Brave to put their karts in that position to gain a spot. And Massarella did that absolutely perfectly there. That's him up to P3. Contact warning for the number 70, which is Joshua Torpy.
Yep, there's change all up and down the field, however, and there's the 3 or 4 having a late move there on the 32 of Kylan Burbridge. Alex Johnson gaining an additional position and up to P5. So still Sam Heading leading from Jordan Brown and Thomas Mazzarella. That's your top 3, as you can see the 3 or 4 going through the picture. Over the curbs there.
Vishal Patel just at the back of that group as well, the number 95. He's in 7th place at the moment. Another driver returning to Whilton Mill Kart Club this season. 3.5 minutes to go. See the paddock behind. Absolutely fantastic to see so many supporters of the first round of the season. And I can say round 2. Every fourth Sunday of the month we race here at Whilton Mill. The May entry is pretty bumper already, so if you are thinking, if you're watching this thinking, oh yeah, we should give Whilton Mill Kart Club a go for future rounds, get your entries in, because they are proving very, very popular and going fast.
Absolutely right. So we've got Lucas Ellington, who has set the fastest lap of the race at 45.02. However, Sam Heading is still pushing his lead out. Now it's over 2 seconds. He's just at a purple sector 2. So he is learning to stretch his gap and starting to get really comfortable. I wouldn't be surprised if he does a 44.88. That's absolutely blistering pace from the 57.
That is very quick indeed, and his lead is now up to nearly 2.5 seconds. Here comes the number 39 of Matthew Herbert down the inside. A very clean move completed there on Kylan Burbridge. And Lucas Ellingham coming through as well, the green and red helmet there, racing for Jack Dex Racing. And this is, in fact, a very interesting battle here, because you've got Lucas Ellingham there in the blue, white and red, and just behind the number 36 of Nathan Amos. They saw a great battle early on as Ellingham goes down the inside of Burbridge there. Amos follows through. The two of them working together at the moment to fight through the order. So Herbert, Ellingham, Amos, 6th, 7th, 8th respectively. And poor Kylan Burbridge down 3 spots. Here comes Herbert again, this time down the inside of Brandon Matchell.
Yep, very good move, as we've seen all throughout the day on the brakes. There's a little bit of defending there going on, I believe, between the 2 teammates there. As you can see, things will get very feisty down in that group between the 99 of Lucas Ellingham and I believe that is the 32, I believe? It's the 28, my apologies, it's the 28 of Brandon.
Oh, huge save by Nathan Amos there. He got all crossed up in the transition from left to right through the boot. He has lost a position or 2, but at least he's still pointing in the right direction. Contact warning for number 72, which is Alex Doddington.
You see, just under a minute on the clock left. Sam Heading has stretched his lead up to almost 3 seconds. Of course, that is in free air, so that is down to pure pace alone, which is fantastic stuff, quite frankly, one to watch in the final. So we've still got as you can see, we've still got Jordan Brown on the 80 there in 2nd place, and we've got a little bit of a battle between Lucas Ellington now, and I believe that is the 39 of Matthew Herbert there, trying to catch up to Lucas Ellington, get on his back bumper, and potentially do something on these, what will be now the last 2 laps of the race.
Will do indeed. So Ellingham, the reigning X30 junior champion here at Whilton Mill Kart Club, up to 5th place. And having already scored a win in the first race, is another driver who, after 2 heats of the 3, is putting themselves in a strong position. Nathan Amos goes down the inside of Brandon Matchell there. There is a sight of Harry Torpy making a move, as that's the 28 of Matchell off. So Matchell off, coming out of Ashby, and has lost a lot of positions there. But Sam Heading comes around the final corner. There is the final lap board on the Digi flag. And this has been a very straightforward drive for him so far. His lead is 3.4 seconds.
Yep, textbook stuff there from Sound Heading. Just get to the front and run away. You see the 80 now going into Christmas for the last time. Let's see Sound Heading really. No need to have any heroics on the last lap of the race. Just keep it tidy and bring it home. So we've got the 80 yellow flagged up. Someone is off the track perhaps, or has had a bit of a moment. Being followed by the 21. There is a Kart indeed off. Couldn't quite catch who that was, but no overtaking for the drivers until they get into the boot, and the 80 is going to keep that second place in my opinion.
Sam Heading comes across the line, wins the second heat in X30 Senior in convincing fashion, 3 seconds ahead of Jordan Brown and Thomas Massarella. Alex Johnston in 4th place. Good drive from Alex, another driver moving up through the ranks. Lucas Ellingham strong again in 5th place. Matthew Herbert, the perennial senior, there in 6th place. Nathan Amos, big hold that he nearly had a big error but recovers to 7th place. Caelan Burbridge in 8th place. Vishal Patel in 9th. Harry Torpy wraps out that top 10.